Well, aren't you glad you didn't sell yesterday at the bottom? Congratulations to everybody. As I have been saying many times, patience pays, and I do not think we are even close to the end of this movement. I think we're closer to the MOAS than to the beginning, and I want to go over all of the intraday data that you guys need to know. The fact the short interest is going through the roof today, something we have been talking about for a while now. I also want to point out how important support and resistance lines are. You guys can see we bounce almost literally directly off of the $20 mark that I have had drawn out. So by no means am I saying we're out of the danger zone, we're in the clear to go through a rally. I'm not saying that. Tomorrow is going to be peak fear. That is also something that we have to talk about for a majority of this video, what I expect to happen tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. Let's get into this video, guys. Hit the like button for me if you have been buying the dip, if you are holding your shares, or if you like this video, as well as consider subscribing to the channel. Now, first thing first, let's get into what is really important, and that is this big fear catalyst that has been causing AMC to drop so much and causing the overall markets to decline almost on an everyday basis. As you guys can see, markets are down over 1% on the NASDAQ, S&P 500, and almost the Russell 2000. This is because the Fed meeting, the 14th and 15th, probably not a big shocker to you guys if you have been following this channel. You know this is the biggest fear catalyst. What you might not know is that peak fear always is the last couple of days leading into a catalyst, or the last couple of weeks. Once that catalyst is over, unless we get some new information that is not priced in by market participants, you will see a rally based off of that. Just like the CPI numbers that just came out last Friday, we've seen a sell-off leading into that, and then once we got the numbers that came in still really high, really high, over 40-year high, but they came in at expectation, 6.8% instead of 7.5%, something that would have caused the markets to go down. The markets actually rallied based off of that. I'm not saying it's a good thing to have 6.8% inflation, but it's what we expected. Now for tomorrow, the Fed is speaking at 2 p.m. So we're going to get that initial reaction after the Fed. And I'm telling you, as long as we get the Fed that is hawkish, even as fast as a 3 times faster speed of tapering, the markets are going to take that as bullish. If we get a lot of verbiage that is around raising interest rates multiple times throughout 2022, something we have not expected or anticipated widely, right? For the most part, the market participants have not expected that, then we will get that sell-off. So I'm not trying to say we are totally out of the clear here, but it's looking better than where we were just a couple of days ago. Considering if you wanted to buy AMC just a couple of weeks ago in the mid 40s range, you could buy the stock in the mid 20s range. Where are we at right now? $24.30 per share, and we just bounced off the $20 price. But all in all, I do expect peak fear to be tomorrow at about 2 p.m. We'll get that first initial reaction. We're going to see a big pop or a big drop on the marketplace, and then it's going to be really the next day to fully see how market participants are going to digest what Fed Jerome Powell did say. So I think we are very close to seeing the end of peak fear. Like I said, tomorrow after 2 p.m. and then Thursday, those are really going to be your peak fear days. Thursday should just be a digestion, so you should see the markets rally or the markets drop based off of that. So I hope that provided you guys some context on why I think there is going to be this whole mega bounce situation, and really why we are rallying today is based off of this information that we have went over in previous videos. AMC has been being heavily shorted. Some people have sold out. It's ignorant to think everybody held on to their shares. Some people have sold out, so I do think you're seeing a bit of FOMO that is heading into the stock right now, but most of this is a technical bottom that we are seeing at $20 per share, causing trading algorithms to bid up the stock as well as the option chain. And if we do take a look at the option chain, we are seeing out of the money calls at 411,311 contracts. That is a very high amount, and this is a day that we have been looking forward to, this December 17th expiration, for a very long time now. We've called out the volatility, at least here on this channel, for the last, I would say, about 2 months. We have been looking forward to this volatility this week. Not to say we are going to go straight up. It's going to be very volatile, back and forth, moves. Now we are seeing 22,856 calls that are in the money. We went from 13,000 now to 22,000, but I do think you're going to see a lot more calls go into the money. At the same time, you're seeing about 25,000 puts that were in the money yesterday that have ran out of the money. So you see this rapid de-hedging due to the fact we only have 3 trading days left until all of these contracts that are in the money will have to be fully hedged for on the call side and on the put side. So this is why I'm really forecasting this mega bounce, because we have so many puts that are in the money and so few calls that are in the money, that once you see that bounce and the puts run obviously from in the money out of the money and the calls run from out of the money into the money, you're going to see all of this instantaneous hedging that will have to happen all at once. And I do think that's what partly, I shouldn't say mainly, but partly caused this big bounce that we've seen today. We were down 12% in the pre-markets. We are up 4% right now. We were just up almost 8%. That is a crazy wide range, going from $20.27 to a high of almost $25 per share. That was almost a $5 round move. So I think this is a real sign of strength, even considering the markets are down so much today and even continuing to fall. I mean, the NASDAQ is almost down 2%. That's insane to see AMC up in between 4 and 7%. I will take that any day of the week. So that is the current situation. That's really what you guys need to know. We are primed for this bounce. Now, the short interest is exploding. Like the title of this video does say, 19.28% estimated short interest of free float. 98.89 million shares that are sold short. We do know this number is much higher, so take this with a grain of salt. Short interest is really over 20%. Now the share utilization is 76.24%. It's not moved around too much. It went down just a little bit. Days to cover is actually still increasing, and this just shows you guys it's very hard for shorts to get out of their short positions, leading to even bigger squeezes when they do happen, and ultimately a massive MOAS, the mother of all short squeezes. So that's really all from the Ortex data. Let's wrap this video up with some technical analysis here on AMC. We're going to pull this out to the daily candlestick chart. A lot of people have been talking about we were going to go under $20 per share. Well, I think it's still possible. I think it's very improbable after this move that we are seeing today. We're at $24 now. I have been calling out this $20 level as it's going to be a lot of support, not only just on a technical basis, but more on a psychological basis as well, because I think you're just going to see a lot more people willing to buy shares at $20 per share, and not very many people are willing to sell their shares at $20 per share. And that's almost exactly where we bounced off of today, $20.80 per share. We actually went a little bit lower than that in the pre-markets, but still never broke under $20 per share. So this is a real sign of strength. Next level I want to watch is the $26.50 and then the $28 mark. And then after that, we're clear to go to the 200-day moving average at $31.98 per share. As far as volume for the day, 82.8 million shares have traded hands. So I do think you are seeing quite a bit of traders and FOMO buyers heading into the stock, and this should support us on this continued rally. But we're going to break down all of this information around this rally even more into detail into a later video later on today. So hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about the short interest exploding, about this bounce, about what you are seeing with AMC today? Are you excited? Are you still scared? What is your price prediction for tomorrow and throughout the rest of this week? That is very important. You guys are a part of this community, so your voice is very valuable to me at the very least. Check out the link for Public down below in the description of this video, as well as the link for Webull. Sign up with that. I know you guys don't like it. Deposit $100, get a I believe a free share of Apple. If not, you get entered into a drawing to get free shares of Apple. So check that out. Pin comment down below as well. Check those links out. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.